ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hope it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. On first down, Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Darren Lee.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. Right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for it.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is caught complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Broncos 7, Raiders nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get him, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They fake the handoff. Now to him. The Raiders have got him. A sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Kirk now, the return man. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Well, full right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to go deep for Conley. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now here's Pollard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, it's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And those guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Raiders 20, Broncos 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this carries into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from a lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Pollard again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
The Raider first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
1-yard line.
Try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Tua going to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. close to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that.
And now the other man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going to run again here with Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,